The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome everybody to today's event, touring the IBKR Campus, a live webinar brought to you by Interactive Brokers, and my guest today is my fellow colleague and senior market analyst, Stephen Levine. We'll come to Stephen in a moment. Let's just do a couple of items of housekeeping first. Steve, if you'd go to the second disclaimer slide. I just want to put this up for the entire audience so that we can record it as part of the live event. And that's going to show you some of the risks associated with some of the products and services offered by Interactive Brokers that customers should be aware of. What else are we doing today? We're going to tour the IBKR campus. There is a PDF handout in the handout section of the GoToWebinar panel, so please access that, download, and save the notes if you wish for later reference. And today's event is being recorded, so approximately 2 hours after the end of today's event, after Steve's wrapped up for us, you'll receive an email containing a link to the IBKR webinars page where you can view the recording at your leisure and any of the recordings from the webinar program. So Steve, if you want to take it to the next slide. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about why you're so excited about the IBKR campus.
Yeah, thanks so much, Andrew. The IBKR campus is just an amazing place that houses so many opportunities to learn about so many different facets of finance. And in so many different ways. So, you know, depending on your learning style or what you want to know, whether it's market commentary today, or whether there's some area within market commentary or news that you want to learn more about, you can take courses through Traders Academy. You can get more in-depth information through webinars. I mean, it's really amazing. And we've spent a lot of time building and refining this and making it a really robust place for learning opportunities. I'm truly excited, and every piece of work that I do in here and every member of this team that works on this, which has been absolutely terrific, has just been an incredible pleasure, and I think it's all reflected within this campus.
Well, that's a great introduction, Steve. So why don't you go ahead and give us, I'm going to go on mute, and you can go ahead and give us a tour of the campus. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks so much. And thanks everyone for joining. This is the IBKR campus. This is the topic of today's webinar. And I thought, you know, we could start by just getting you acquainted with the lay of the land that is this IBKR campus. You might already know Interactive Brokers offers, you know, a wide range of products, offerings, some of the lowest prices in the business. But today we want to show you what our commitment is to educational offerings for experienced traders and new traders about the world of finance. And to that end, we brought together various types of educational offerings in one place. This is the IBKR campus. It comprises 5 pillars, which includes educational videos, webinars from leading companies and individuals. It includes market news, commentary, and analysis, quant-related news, programming techniques, all through IBKR Quant, as well as our student trading lab. And all IBKR campus offerings, they're free to the public. And as we examine each of these pillars, we're going to show you where you can go to access the material. And now, just without further ado, let's explore these campus pillars. We'll start with Traders Academy. Now, Traders Academy, it's our standalone platform for delivering over 50 courses on financial concepts, including trading products, strategies, and tools. And you can find it online by going to tradersacademy.online. And you can see that website URL there on the screen to the left bottom. So we have many courses that we offer, including stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETPs, ETFs. We have a course on ESG, and we have more advanced courses such as on options trading and security lending. We also have these how-to videos for how to explore and learn about and navigate through IBKR's platforms, Trader Workstation for Beginners, for example, and including our IBKR client portal. We have introduction to charts and other topics that you can explore. Now, this is a very broad overview of Traders Academy. So what we thought we would do for you is we can take a walk through the website. Again, tradersacademy.online, and you can follow along if you would like. And here it is. So this is Traders Academy. And Traders Academy offers these featured courses. You can see this on the home page here. And you can see by these flags on the cards that these are the full courses. And I'll show you that we also offer listings of the lessons within the courses as well, so you can choose several categories that you can choose from, including investment products or courses on our API or IBKR trading tools, investment analysis, courses on taxes. And it's not just IBKR staff who are constructing these. We also have other contributors that also create material for Traders Academy. And you can see that at the bottom here through CME Group or State Street, Quant, etc. So there are many. If we scroll to the top, you can see that you can filter these by these menu items here. So either getting started with IBKR, and we'll show you that in just a second, topics, which you can drop down here, and we'll show you what one of these looks like, so you can see the courses under one of those categories, but explore at your will. You can also sort by experience level. So whether you're a beginner or consider yourself an intermediate or advanced level courses, we have split these courses up into those areas of expertise as well. So let's take a look at one of these. Let's say fixed income, for example. So I'm choosing fixed income from the drop-down menu. And you can see these are all of the courses that fall under our fixed income category. You can learn about corporate bonds, municipal bonds, euro dollars, etc. There are several. ESG investing also falls under this. There are fixed income products within ESG investing, as well as you can learn about introduction to treasuries, etc. You can filter these also within the topic by experience level. So whether you're a beginner or an intermediate, or you could show all, which will give you, again, all of the lessons and courses. And so if you wanted to differentiate, just take a look again at the flag that says full course, and you'll be led to that full course. If you wanted to see these in a different view, just for your own ease of viewing them, there's a box here with little squares and lines that you can click, and this is our inline view. And then you can see them all sorted more linearly. Now let's take a look at a course. Let's take a look at the ESG investing course, for example. And in ESG investing, it'll give you the description of the course. It'll give you, if you scroll down, all of the lessons, but you can also select these lessons to the right here, and there's a list of the lessons that comprise the course. And if we go into a lesson, you can watch the video directly on site. You can take a look at the study notes, and most of these, if not all of these, contain study notes so that you can have reference for your leisure that you can go through and learn about the course material. I'm just scrolling down and scrolling up, and you'll see also that you can take a lesson quiz, and this will help you to reinforce your understanding about the lesson material. Now, when you take a lesson quiz, it'll lead you out to IBKR.com, and it will prompt you, if you're not already logged in, to register with your credentials. Otherwise, if you already have credentials, you would enter them and then register. So I'll show you that if I log out of this and you don't have credentials, just to see how that would look. So here's log in or register. But once you've registered, you can then go ahead and log in. Now log in with my credentials. And it'll take you to the quizzes. Now, these quizzes are all intended for the course. So depending on what lesson you're in, we were in lesson 1, we'll take the quiz there, and you'll have multiple choice questions to test your understanding. And then once you've taken all of the quizzes, there'll be a final quiz at the end, and that will test your understanding of the entire course material. And this has been great. I mean, I've learned a lot about different courses, different products through here, including how to use Trader Workstation myself. So this has been really, really terrific for me in getting to know different areas of financial products and strategies that I didn't know before. So it's really, really a great tool. So we can go back to the lesson from the bottom here, and it'll just take you right back to the course. And if we go back to all courses, you can see that we offer several courses on all sorts of different topics that we showed you earlier. It's a really terrific site. And if you're just getting started with IBKR, there are tools here that you can use that are IBKR's platform. So if you're just starting out, we have TWS for beginners, so Trader Workstation online trading platform, orientation, etc. So these are really instrumental and very critical to learning about IBKR's tools. And so that is Traders Academy. And if you're interested in, say, for example, or if you have an account with Coursera, which is a massive open online course, you can check out our listings on their site. And I'll show you that as we progress. Or I'll show you that as we progress. But if there's any content or courses that you would like to take on Traders Academy, you can submit your responses in the question pane today and let us know if there's anything that you'd like to learn or you'd like to see, or after you browse through the site, let us know what is in your interests, and we'd love to hear from you. But in the meantime, let's take a stroll on over to IBKR webinars. Now, IBKR webinars, as you know, and you're familiar already because you're attending today's webinar, we offer free webinars, and these are presented by leading global financial services companies and research providers. We have a wide range of presenters, including NASDAQ and CME Group and SIBO. There are several others. And topics vary from current market trends to specific how-to demonstrations. So before we navigate through the website, which is found at ibkrwebinars.com, you may have gone there already, you can see that not only do we have a calendar of upcoming events, but there'll also be a library of recorded events that you'll see, and you'll be able to tell these by the flags that are on the thumbnails. For example, the coming up, you can tell in green, these are yet to be presented, and the aired on will be all of our recorded webinars in our library. So let's take a closer look at the website. So here's our IBKR webinars website. And as you can see on the landing page, it'll have up to 6 of our most recently added webinars that will be coming soon. So already you can see that there are several happening in late May and early June. And you can have several views on this webinars depending on your interest. So for example, if you're interested in a specific topic, you can click on the webinars by topic drop-down menu, and this will show you all of the different areas in which you can view webinars. We have webinars within fixed income again, on ETFs, on artificial intelligence and machine learning, and this is just an easy way for you to navigate to just those areas that you may have a specific focus in. So for example, cryptocurrency, we can show you that there are several webinars that we have on the page in cryptocurrency, one coming up on June 9th. And for these recorded webinars, if you click on one of them, say getting started with micro Bitcoin futures, you can see that on this page, you can watch the video after going to a registration page on GoTo. Once you complete that page, you'll get a confirmation, and then it will allow you to see the video. You can also download the presentation that was provided for that video at that time, so you can see those materials. You can also sort by the webinars by the group. So if you liked this and you liked that CME presented it, you can click on CME group, and it will take you all to all the webinars that CME group has presented, which we also have a drop down for as well. So you can go to our contributors, and you can see that we have several contributors that have presented webinars with us. Now, as we mentioned earlier, or let's just finish through this, we have all upcoming webinars here in the menu. So you can see not just those 6, but all upcoming webinars. And again, there are several. And if there is a preference to view them, say, calendarized, you can go to the calendar view, and you can see all of the upcoming and past webinars and click through at your leisure. So this is another way to access the webinars. Again, all upcoming webinars are separated out by topic and contributors, because topic and contributors will contain both the upcoming and the recorded webinars. So I'll click back to the home page. Here's one on ETFs, for example. And again, we can click on an ETF one that was aired on this date, and you can even share this material through social media channels, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or email it to somebody you would like to share it with. Now, we did mention about Coursera certificate, and so I just wanted to click on this, and you'll see that there are quick links to other areas within the sites as well. Coursera specialization being one of them, and you can see about our specialization on there that you can take courses and obtain a certificate, where digital certificates are available on Coursera in equities or trading around the world, foreign exchange, or bonds, or options and futures. I didn't want to neglect showing you about the certificate on Coursera. So we're going back to the website now for IBKR webinars. You can sign up for a newsletter or alerts, because we're always updating these daily. So we really suggest you coming back here as often as you can, or sign up for our newsletter to get alerts on our upcoming webinars. And if there's a particular webinar you'd like to see, if there's any topic, you can input it in the question pane today. And if you have any questions about any of this material today, or for IBKR webinars in general, you can contact us at webinars@interactivebrokers.com. And with that, we have our next pillar, which is TradersInsight. TradersInsight offers the latest commentary on market news, includes articles, videos. So it's our news platform for market related articles and commentary. Right? It covers an array of asset classes and topics. We have a list of contributors that range almost 100 active contributors that contribute to TradersInsight, from daily market updates to industry fundamentals. And once we get into the site, and before we get into it, this is just a broad overview of how the site is broken down. It covers information globally, so you can sort by region, You can sort by security type, so specific articles or videos that talk about or mention stocks or options. You can select a different kind of topic, whether that's macroeconomic news, etc. You can sort by, it offers videos, or you can select individual contributors. We'll show you the site. We also stream all of the news feeds that come through TradersInsight onto our Trader Workstation platform, as well as through Bloomberg terminals. So it's inside and outside of IBKR, and so all of this information can be at your fingertips as you trade. So let's take a look at the website. Here is TradersInsight. And you can see we have our featured news of the day at the top. We have our latest articles here on the left, as well as our latest videos here on the right, and featured commentary in the middle. And you can explore this again. As I mentioned, with the menu bar at the top, you can sort by region. You can click on only those that material, that content that's related to stocks or to options or to futures, foreign exchange, and there's a lot more. Also commodities, crypto, ESG, fixed income. So this is a great way to keep abreast of news in these specific areas on a daily basis, and we're updating this daily. If you wanted specific types of financial educational material, to learn about something that's short and brief and not like a Traders Academy course, you can do so as well through Financial Education tab. If your primary language is Chinese, we have a lot of our content that's also translated there. You can sort by contributors, and you can see all of our contributors here as well. And click on any one of these and you'll see just the material that's presented by those particular contributors. To the right here, you'll see that there are several quick links that link out to the other pillars of the IBKR campus. The webinars, for example, or IBKR Quant, which we'll show you in just a second. Traders Academy for trading courses, Student Trading Lab, which we'll also show you, and the trading certificates. Again, that digital certificate that would be available through Coursera. And we'll lead you through the campus as well at the end, where you can see all of this information housed in one place. Again, if there's any information on here that you'd like to see, let's take an example. Let's go to stocks, for example. So there's a lot of information here that would be specifically related to stocks. There's a lot of technical analysis that you can go through. And when you open one of the, say, articles on the site, you'll see that there could be a video, or it could just be an article with, could have links to outside reference. And you can watch this directly on the site. You can also share it to social media channels if you'd like to share it with someone. And it's a very, very well organized group of contributors and content that we house within TradersInsight. So if you'd like to sign up for our daily newsletter for this, so you can get up-to-date briefings on what's being included on the day, you can do so through our sign up for our daily newsletter here at the top right, at top left. And if you'd like to contribute within the social media channels that is IBKR TradersInsight, you can do so there through Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter. And if you'd like to alternatively add this to your RSS feeds, you can do that as well with the orange tab here on the left. And again, if there's any finance-related content you want to see us cover on TradersInsight, you can also let us know today in the question pane, and we'd love to know what your interests are, and whether there's any topics that you'd like to see covered. In the meantime, for all of you who are interested in all things Quant. IBKR Quant serves the quantitative finance arena, professionals and developers there. And it includes a realm of quant-related material, including data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, other transformative technologies influencing today's markets. Yes. There are discussions about R and Python, other programming languages. They often include sample code, so you can develop your own pace, and you can do your own analysis through there. There are also articles about working with the IBKR API, and there's commentary from nearly 24 contributors across the globe, in the Americas, Europe, and in Asia. And these are just some of the contributors to IBKR Quant. There's Quantpedia, Quant Insti, Alpha Architect, and others. So let's go to the IBKR Quant website, and you'll see what is offered there. And here it is. So you can see the IBKR Quant website is also broken down into various filtered topics. You can select from different languages. You can click on data science for those articles that we mentioned that might relate to machine learning or artificial intelligence. There's IBKR API development or quant development. And since this is a companion site to TradersInsight, both TradersInsight and Quant have links to each other. So you can go back and forth between TradersInsight and IBKR Quant. Again, quick links here on the right, and on the main page, or the landing page, you can see how we have the latest information for those of you who are interested in quant news. And there are also how-to videos in here as well, and alerts to specific webinars that may be quant related, such as Toggle here up above. And again, if there's anything that is quant related that you'd like to see covered, you can let us know that as well, and we look forward to hearing about your interests and thoughts on IBKR Quant. But moving ahead to the Student Trading Lab. Now, the Student Trading Lab offers high school and higher educational teachers a way to supplement classwork. Offers real-world experiences using Trader Workstation, which is, again, our professional online trading platform. And through the Student Trading Lab, both teacher and student will receive a paper trading account. It's a simulated trading account with a full complement of trading tools, and starts with $1 million virtual US dollars in paper trading equity. And this equity will fluctuate as if it were being executed, as if trades were being executed in the real market. Against a simulated environment where you can make real world trading and investment decisions without real world monetary consequences. So in short, Student Trading Lab's a free online resource for educators looking to blend finance or computer science classwork with real world trading experiences. You can register for this program. It's easy. Instructors fill out an appropriate online form, and once the account's established, invitations can be distributed to students to open their own paper trading accounts. This will require a sponsoring instructor apply for the student accounts and supervise activity within the program guidelines. So the Student Trading Lab provides access to all our trading tools, including Trader Workstation and Client Portal. And there's more in-depth information about all of this and how you can get involved through the Student Trading Lab. And you can go to this, the website, which we'll give you, again, is ibkr.com/STL, which is Student Trading Lab. And if you have any questions about the Student Trading Lab, you can contact us. There's studentlab@interactivebrokers.com. It's a great way to dive in and experience what trading would be like without really making the kinds of decisions that you may not have wanted to have made in the real world and suffer real world monetary consequences. So again, if you have any questions about the Student Trading Lab, I know I went through that rather quickly, but if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us, studentlab@interactivebrokers.com. And now just a note about our newsletters. I've already mentioned that you can sign up for newsletters. You can sign up for a daily newsletter for TradersInsight. You can sign up for a weekly newsletter through IBKR Quant, and I'll pull that back up and show you how that can be done, as well as for IBKR webinars and the IBKR campus in general. So if I pull back up the Quant website, there it is again, and I click on sign up for the Quant newsletter here on the top left, this will bring you to a page just like all of our newsletter links will, where you, by default for this one, you'll say, it'll say you'd like to receive the Quant weekly newsletter. That stands to reason. We did it from the IBKR Quant site. But it'll also ask you if you'd like to receive the daily newsletter for IBKR TradersInsight, if you'd like to receive notifications for IBKR webinars. You can select any or all of these, and you'll be signed up. Similarly, if you want to unsubscribe, you can do so as well. In very much the same way, you can unsubscribe from a list just by clicking on the unsubscribe link, and you'll be able to choose which of the campus emails you want to be unsubscribed from. Our email lists are also kept on Interactive Brokers secure servers. We don't share any of your email with any third parties. Once you've selected these and you've submitted it, confirmation code will be sent to you, and once it's submitted, your email will be part of the corresponding lists you have selected. It's a great way to keep informed and to stay on top of what's being offered on the sites, or you can frequent them and they're being updated constantly, especially TradersInsight. Traders Academy is also being updated, so you may want to check back there. And now it's time to address any questions you might have about the IBKR campus. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Steve, that was fantastic. Thank you. I've had to take my eyes off the presentation because the questions have been coming in at a furious pace. Let's go through a few of them. Chantal asks about Canadian financial market commentary. And to that end, I'm going to ask you to take us back to any of the sites, TradersInsight, Traders Academy, it doesn't really matter, but could you explain the search function?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I'm also going to click on this link here so that everybody can have reference to the websites as well if they'd like to follow along. So I am going to click up, say, TradersInsight. Here's TradersInsight. And as with most of our, or if not all of our pillars and our sites, we do offer a search function where you can submit a keyword and bring up related articles specific to that area. So is this the direction this is going, Andrew?
That's perfect. You can type in Canada for Chantal, but another way of, I would encourage everybody to use the really, really powerful search input fields on any of our campus pillars here to hone in on what they're trying to do. We've got a lot of questions, Steve, on things like option tools. So on the Traders Academy, for example, and you don't need to go there right now, Steve, but on Traders Academy, if you're looking for something specific like rolling an option, we've got a few questions on that, or iron condors. We've really built out these sites to help with narrow down people's search results. And in this case, there's a couple of ways of arriving at Canadian type commentary. I can think of two off the top of my head. We partner with both exchanges and ETF providers. One of them is TMX, the Montreal Exchange, or the Toronto and Montreal Exchange. So they provide us with options commentary. You could look under the contributors, or you could also look under the region, I guess. But if you just have a good old look through the contributors there, I can see BMO, Global Asset Management is down there. Now, I know BMO doesn't limit itself to just Canadian commentary. They do global macro, but that's a good example. And I think you'll find over there on the right, the far right column, Steve, TMX is probably listed somewhere. Maybe it's Option Matters. I can't see it right now, but I know that we do get commentary from Option Matters or the TMX. Montreal Exchange. I'll look on the Montreal Exchange. Ta-da! Bingo. And there's a beautiful array of the past 12, 16, 21 pieces submitted by the TMX. So great commentary there. What else did we get asked about? So I'm going to ask Mary McNamara to unmute. She's been instrumental in building out these courses. And Mary, if you're there, we got a question from one of today's attendees on the Coursera relationship. So I know Steve said that if you're subscribed to Coursera, because we know it's very, very popular as a mass open online course, that you can access, you can get digital certification. Mary, do you want to chime in on our relationship with Coursera?
Sure, of course. We're a partner with Coursera, and we actually just put up that specialization course, which I sent you a link to in the question panel. And bottom line is, a lot of the content that we have on Traders Academy, specifically for equities, Forex, and derivatives, we have it on the Academy, and you can view the videos and the study notes. But what we also have on Coursera is we've added some assignments, some additional reading material, and a few more bells and whistles. And so if you do want a digital certificate for some of the courses, you can get one for each of the courses or the entire specialization. Then you would have to subscribe and pay a fee to Coursera. And so that way kind of expanded our content on a new platform. So we're taking a look at that dynamic, and also taking a look at a new audience. And so it's been very interesting, and they have discussion forums, so people participate in those, and we've been getting some valuable feedback. So please take a look at the Coursera courses. They also have a lot of different courses from universities too, if you haven't looked at it before. And once again, most of the videos are also available for free on Traders Academy, so you can look it up through our various courses.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Mary, for explaining that relationship and what is also publicly available for free. We've got people from all over our team hitting us up with responses to some of the excellent questions we're getting in. Cassidy notes that while somebody asked the question, is this available? All these different URLs available through the client portal or through TWS? The answer is not necessarily. But if we have a look at IBKR.com under the education menu, all of the pillars are listed there, and you can get to it very, very easily. So just starting from IBKR.com under the education menu, you'll get to Student Trading Lab, the Quant News, TradersInsight, Traders Academy, and webinars, and probably more. And I think later on in the year we'll be adding some glossary terms too. Deb asks the question about API training. What do we have in terms of API training? Once again, Deb, I put a link into the question panel in response to your question. Have a look on Traders Academy, and if you don't see it under topics, you don't see it under advanced, type into the search input field API, and that will return you some wonderful results for lessons and entire courses. What else have we got coming in? Wow, I think that's about it. Unless Steve or Mary, you're seeing any additional questions that we ought to address. For any additional questions, folks, if we haven't addressed a specific concern, you can always reach out to me using the email address webinars@interactivebrokers.com. Let's have a look.
Actually, Andrew, I would want to mention one other thing, and that is they've added in TWS, if you look at your bottom tabs in TWS on the lower left, you'll also see a Learn tab. And you can click on that, and there's also a whole slew of short videos, which some of them are also, most of them are provided on Traders Academy too. So if you're in Trader Workstation and you want to watch a video, you can do that. They're also available on the Learn tab on the IBKR mobile platform as well.
Okay, thank you for that, Mary. So that's from, you could do it in a couple of ways in Trader Workstation. The new window button in Mosaic in the upper left, go down under Learn, and you'll see the education offering there. That will bring up a huge tab with access to plenty of short videos that we've put together for you. Also, Cassidy's pointing out to me, in your news feed in Mosaic, you can click on the plus button and locate TradersInsight. That will add the entire feed to you. You can click on any particular article or headline, and that will boot up the TradersInsight website for you.
Andrew, we also have a question about ESG funds. I'm not sure in what regard, but we do have an ESG course out there, which Steve mentioned.
Yeah, yeah. I was just thinking about how to answer the question from Joanne. So for products that we offer, so any ETF, it's called an ETF because that stands for Exchange Traded Fund. So you'll find that most exchange traded funds are automatically listed at Interactive Brokers, so they exist. We have on Traders Academy, as Mary just mentioned, an ESG area, and Steve Levine has put out a fantastic ESG course. And Steve, I think this is a great moment for you to plug next month's ESG webinar. What have you got going on next month in the ESG world, Steve?
Yeah, so on June 7th, it's scheduled for those you who are interested in, again, all things, say, quant or artificial intelligence. We're talking to providers of data and artificial intelligence and sentiment algorithm processing, and how they collect their data and how it's used to arrive at ESG scores. And so what is the role of big data and ESG? And that's what we'll be talking about. We've got representatives from True Value Labs, which is now a FactSet owned company. We have a head of global ESG from Refinitiv, and other panelists who are experts in the area. And it's going to be a great conversation. I think it's going to be really, really terrific.
Lovely. And what was the time and date again, Steve?
June 7th, I believe 2 p.m. Eastern time. And so, yeah, come on back and tune in.
And to register, that would be IBKRwebinars.com.
IBKRwebinars.com. Yeah.
Wonderful. Mark's asking the question, what's the best way to become a contributor? So best way, Mark, is to send me an email, webinars@interactivebrokers.com, and I will give you a link to have a look around the campus from the perspective of a contributor, and we can get into a conversation from there. Peter is asking about the Black Swan strategy. I don't know how to implement that. I'm not really sure what it is. I've got a good idea what it might be, but he's also asking about out of the money puts and how to trade. So Peter, go to the Traders Academy website and look under the topic of options, and all the information from a beginner's guide to a more advanced combination strategies and how to trade them in TWS is all outlined there for your education. I think I think that about wraps up the questions. Steve, I'm going to toss it back to you to give us a little roundup.
Yes.
And maybe mention those URLs again. Once more, today's event, the PDF Steve has put together, is available from the handout section. Please, please, please download that so you've got all the links. And if you need to get in touch with me, webinars@interactivebrokers.com. I'm going to go on radio silent now. Over to Stephen Levine to wrap up.
Yeah, that's terrific, Andrew. Thank you so much. And thanks everyone for joining. It's really great to go through this, and I learn something new every time I go through them too. And that's mainly because we continually update and refine each pillar of this campus. And so I really urge you all to get on to the newsletters. And if you want to experience webinar like the big data and the role of big data in ESG, you can sign up for notifications for IBKR webinars. Again, all through our newsletter signups. So just to recap all of this, and I'm sure that everyone on this call has their own learning objectives, their areas of interests, obviously by the questions, and levels of expertise, again, demonstrated by the great questions that have come in. So these pillars of the IBKR campus are really designed to address the uniqueness of the learning experience that everyone has as much as possible. For example, if you've participated in a webinar about, say ESG or corporate or municipal bonds, and you wanted to learn more about the topics that are being addressed, maybe there's something specific in there. Maybe there's something that about interest rate risk, for example, that you want to know more about. You can go to then Traders Academy and you can take a course or a lesson on this. Or you can read market news at TradersInsight, and you can learn more about the current news related to what's happening with interest rate risk with these products. So it's really designed to give you these synergistic opportunities to complement your learning from one pillar to the next. And they're all, again, offered to the public for free and all under one roof that is the IBKR campus. So again, all at no cost, all this material, again, it's aimed at helping you to make better informed trading and investment decisions. So again, so very happy to have presented this to you, and yeah, looking forward to your learning progress.
Thanks for that great wrap up, Steve Levine. Thanks to the entire Traders Insight, Traders Academy, webinars and Quant team, and anybody else I've forgotten. That's it for today. Look out for the recording in a couple of hours' time in your inbox. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Bye for now.